Hey guys, welcome back and happy Saturday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, some more drama, some double standards, and accused obsession. Sutton Stracke is discussing the double standards, Erika's drinking, and where they stand today. Plus, she feels like Garcelle left this whole situation with Erika attacking her kids, left it alone way too fast and let her off way too easy. Now, I want to pick your guys' brains on this. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it's no secret that at Garcelle's birthday party, Erika acted out. Now, this isn't the first time in Mexico on the boat. She was falling, getting onto the boat. She was drunk. She's mixing her, Lexapro with alcohol. We've seen this. And some people are even accusing her of, playing it up for the cameras to take attention away from her legal drama. Is it true? Well, we don't know. But then, of course, we saw her at Diana Jenkins' party where she's talking to Kathy Hilton. She's like, Kathy, give my best to Paris and Nikki and let them know I'm wearing a scarlet letter. And I didn't want to do that. And Lisa Rinna's trying to help her out of the situation. And she's like, girl, this is all being filmed. Like, let's get you out of here. And Lisa Rinna eventually called her out for being what she called shit-faced and hitting rock bottom. All right, we understand that. Well, Sutton is addressing the double standard, saying when it came to Garcelle's birthday party, she feels like Garcelle is very sweet and she let Erika get away with her bad behavior way too easily. She felt like, Garcelle could have given it to her a little bit more. But I think for Garcelle, she wanted an apology. She got that apology and she's a very gracious woman. She's a very classy woman. And I don't think that she wanted to beat this thing to death. She just wanted Erika to know, you don't talk to kids like that, let alone my kids. This is like my warning to you. Don't do it again, or else we're going to have a bigger problem. I think that Garcelle comes from a place of, I'll give you a warning. This is your warning. Don't do it again. Is it fair? I think it's very sweet. I mean, had it been my mom and me and there was an adult friend of my mom's who screamed at me when I was 14, I think it would have been a different situation. I think a lot of moms feel that way. But for Garcelle, she knows she's on camera. She knows that her career is much bigger than the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And she's not going to give you that screaming, crazy moment for just a moment on reality TV. She's very smart that way. Some would call it calculated, but I think it's very strategic and I think it's smart. There's a much bigger picture here and she sees that. Whereas you see some people who go on reality TV and they completely just rip apart their reputation. They make themselves look silly and they're not going to work after that. Let's just be honest. Now, for the double standard part of this, Sutton said, had it have been her who, said this, had it have been her who screamed at Garcelle's kid, then she would have never heard the end of it. The ladies would not have let go of this and they would have just ripped her a new one. So that's where she feels like there are double standards here. And I have talked about this. I do think that there's hypocrisy and double standards because everyone being Lisa Rinna, Dorit, Kemsley, and Kyle Richards, they're giving Erika a pass on her drinking and her bad behavior. They're trying to understand, like, listen, right now she's going through a lot. She has always been very composed over the years for the most part. And this is her time. We can kind of give her a little bit of grace. Garcelle said, you can give her grace. I'm not giving her grace. I just wanted to let her know where we stand. And now Garcelle and Sutton had a conversation this past week on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where they were talking about Erika's bad behavior. And now Garcelle wants to call Erika out and she's watching her and she's waiting for her to have another slip up and she's going to let her know this is getting out of control, even though she's already said that to her once or twice before. You see Erika, she's like, I'm only going to have one drink. That one drink turns into 2, 3, 4. Plus she said that she's mixing her medication, which is not proper. And it makes me also wonder, whoever's prescribing her the medication, isn't that something like, if you see this play out on TV, are you supposed, I mean, this is a question. I don't know, but are you supposed to stop supplying them with the medication if you can see them obviously mixing it with alcohol when you're not supposed to be mixing it with alcohol? Now, some fans are slamming Sutton and Garcelle for being obsessed with Erika, and they feel like right now that, you know, they're looking for anything that they can in order to take Erika down. I don't think that that's, you know, I don't know if that's fair. I think Erika is handing over, you know, the ammo to all of these women. It's just Sutton and Garcelle who are the ones who are being a lot more open about having this conversation. I was surprised, though, when Erika said after Crystal opened up about her eating disorder, Erika suggested taking a laxative. She was having a conversation. Was it a silly conversation? Yeah. Is it completely just tone deaf? 100%. But then when she said, Crystal, you want a chicken tender? Oh, wait, you can't have it. It was like, okay, that's where you lost us. And that just was a terrible thing to do to someone who just opened up about how they literally cringe and cry every time they eat something. That wasn't nice. We get that. Now, moving forward, Sutton said that she's in a place with Erika where she doesn't trust her. She doesn't know what she's going to do next. And she does not think she's in the position to call her out. She's not friends with her like that. She even said that in her confessionals on the show where she said, oh yeah, I'm going to go up to Erika and be like, oh, sorry, Erika, I think that you have a drinking problem. She said she'd probably eat my face off, which Erika would. Moving forward, going into next week's episode and the future episodes, we know where Sutton is about to tell Lisa Rinna that she's speaking out of both sides of her mouth, and Lisa flips her shit. She flips out. She gets completely upset about it. And she also kicks Sutton out of her house. She also calls out Crystal when Crystal was mentioning the earrings and the widows and orphans, and she's telling Crystal to shut up when it's not her conversation to really chime in on. If Garcelle is getting backlash and shit from Erika and Dorit and everyone else for protecting Sutton, which she does step in and try to help out her friend a lot, I feel like it's her and Sutton against the rest of the group, you know, then why is it okay, double standard, again, for Lisa Rinna to chime in and scream at Crystal when Crystal's talking to Erika about everything that's going on with the legal drama? That's not okay. That's called a double standard and hypocrisy. But I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are, because I don't want to just give you this information and not ask what you think. So go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you think. I'm so excited that Kathy Hilton has finally made her appearance. I'm waiting for the Aspen trip and the showdown, but luckily for us, we have so much drama in between now and then. I think that there's going to be a lot to cover. And at the end of the day, I just don't want season 12 to be over. We've heard a lot of casting rumors going into season 13 that some of the women are threatening to leave the show. We've seen Lisa Rinna acting out relentlessly on social media, which makes me think that she might not be coming back to the show. Who knows? At least we have a lot of women, though. So if we lose one or two and we add one or two, I think we'll be good. And no, Abby Lee Miller, I believe that's her name from Dance Moms, we do not need you on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Again, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, get subscribed, hit that notification bell. And with that, have a beautiful weekend. Happy Saturday. And I'm sending you guys all the love. We have a busy week next week, so get ready. Bye, guys.